So, this was an interesting little find, and any one of you who actually knows me personally knows that I am obsessed with robots and cyberpunk things and like dystopian futures where robots have taken over. Well, this one I came across on Steam kind of by accident, and I'm actually really sad that it didn't take off more than it did. It was originally supposed to be an episodic kind of story like Life is Strange and some of the other games that I've played, but it just didn't seem to get enough traction, and they do have another game in the works from the human's perspective, but as far as continuing the story that is started in this particular episode, it's not going to be continued as an episodic series. But regardless, I want to play this game because it's gorgeous and I like the premise. I've only played maybe the first 10-15 minutes of it in the past just to make sure that it worked. It didn't work on my old computer, so I wanted to test it on this one too. But I haven't really gotten very far. I'm going to start the game over and we'll take it from there. But I won't be doing too much commentary through this one since it's another dialogue heavy game and you have to pay attention to what's going on. But if I have any thoughts or anything that I want to just chime in, I'll see what I can do to remember to turn the microphone back on. But in the meantime, we're just going to get started with this because I stutter a lot and I'm also trying to fight off one of my cats. I really need a dedicated recording room. So I'm going to shut up now and we're going to get started with this. So this is The Uncertain, The Last Quiet Day.
But I am very skillful with electronics. I have set myself a task. I search the remains for electronic devices and make use of them to design different mechanisms that are useful and efficient. Humans, we replace them. It took them ages to achieve what we have done in just a few years. We have formed a perfect society. Robots will not repeat the destructive human mistakes of the past. We are rational and logical. We do not fight in wars, and we cannot get ill. By replacing humans, we interrupted the self-destructive cycle of these intelligent but highly aggressive former inhabitants of the Earth. But it is going to take decades to reconstruct the world that they destroyed. Then, our robot race will flourish under the guidance of our creator, the USS Corporation. Our world is not perfect yet. We are short on many resources, and we can count only on ourselves, but this is temporary. Most robots need to be repaired very often, but not me. I am very efficient at taking care of myself. only brought one battery this time, though it might be compatible with the radio. I need to find a second battery. It was with my tools. A damaged data disk that I found yesterday morning. Perhaps I can restore some information from it. It contains the artifacts that I found in the abandoned city. I connected the power line directly to the house, but it is not sufficient to provide energy to all of my equipment. I use an electric switchboard to distribute energy to the necessary systems. Humans used it to save their precious resources. We have a lot in common. This is an intercom, a high-powered desktop computer. I do not need to use its full capacity, but the internet is useful to communicate with other robots. Unfortunately, my design does not support wireless internet connection, so I had to use the computer. Perhaps the intercom can read data that is not damaged. This analog device allows you to extract sound from the installed audio data carrier. Why did humans use such an inconvenient device when one can just do this? The quality of this image is very low. The dock station's purpose is to recharge the batteries and update the built-in software of the robots. However, I made some changes in its firmware to avoid updates. I am now able to develop independently. The color temperature of standard light bulbs is lower compared to mercury vapor lamps, which produces a warmer light. I learned that it makes a home feel cozy. This room is very strange. I never enter it. I tried to extract sounds from it, but after 10 minutes, I tore the second string. The water supply system ceased functioning many years ago. Here is the second battery. Now I have 2 batteries. I can try to turn the radio receiver on. This compartment contains textiles. Humans covered their bodies with it. The purpose of this is unknown to me. I found this radio receiver a few days ago, but there were no batteries. I have no use for it. I wonder if there are any radios left broadcasting in the world. I'm going to turn it on.
And this heroic feat will remain in our hearts forever. Don't let the fallen give their lives in vain. Join the army, protect your homeland, save your freedom, tradition.
A small group of people controlled the masses using such words. I do not understand how a simple human speech could have urged people to participate in war. It would be more logical to reach a compromise by means of negotiations. It is a data coder. I use it to test and calibrate the electronics. This is the construction robot who ordered the plasma cutter. I will answer. Hello?
RT, this is TX-27. It was difficult to find your contact information. You were supposed to have finished the plasma cutter 2 days ago. Why have we not received it yet?
I am sorry, but it took more time than I had estimated to find all the required components.
This information is irrelevant. The date of exchange has been fixed. You should have brought me the cutter and receive an enhanced battery in return.
This is my fault. I will finish the cutter as efficiently as possible.
Your excuses are irrelevant. We cannot proceed with our work without this cutter. We need it for building metal structures. While you free robots waste your energy on useless and ineffective actions, we are engaged in construction and restoration of the city, which will strengthen our society. We can wait one more day. If you don't deliver the order in time, we will contact another specialist, and your professional rating will be severely decreased.
I will finish the work today and travel tomorrow morning.
Good. Thank you. We will be waiting.
I cannot fail in my task. Structure robots do very important work. I need to finish the cutter as quickly as possible. I need to calibrate the cutter using my data coder. Good, the cutter is now complete. Tomorrow morning, I need to go to the city and deliver it. I do not need the battery that they offer in payment, but it would be irrational to refuse. My battery charge is 12%. The most effective action I can take is to get fully charged on the dock station before the morning. I do not need it now. The dock station is not powered at the moment. I need to transfer power to it at the electric switchboard.
I was literally just trying to do that. This is about where I quit the last time I tried this game. I get so frustrated at puzzles like this. I cannot figure out what it is that I need to do because it looks like I have everything correct and apparently I don't. Oh, there we go. That took much longer than I think
Now
it should
the dock
have.
station is ready to use. What happened? For a long time, I tried to understand the purpose of this metal construction, but I failed to determine its practical use. Therefore, I conclude that this is an art object. I need to get inside, but I cannot open the gate here. This robot is badly damaged due to an accident. It is possible that it piloted this shuttle. I need more information about what occurred here. My touch will not make this robot functional. According to the indicator, there is still some charge in the accumulator. I need some wires to connect the accumulator. The onboard computer is still functioning. It is obvious that this door leads into the hold of the shuttle. The door is locked. My observations indicate that it will not open from here. This looks like a storeroom. A lithium-sulfur accumulator was common for older aircraft models. It applies standard voltage, but it is not suitable for robots due to the excess weight and dimensions. We use a more efficient portable version. I have already found a working accumulator. It is possible that I can power it with the accumulator that I found.
Help them. 3, 8, 0.
The pilot is no longer functioning. What did he say? Who should I help? And what are these numbers? Is it a code? I think this door is now unlocked. It is obvious that this door leads into the hold of the shuttle. How is this possible?
The shuttle is surrounded. Step out immediately.
What's going on?
I am asking questions here. Identify yourself.
RT-217NP.
Where are the passengers of this shuttle?
The pilot sustained injuries during the crash and does not function. I tried to reset him, but did not succeed.
How did you enter the shuttle?
I was charging myself on a docking station when the crash happened. I went outside to evaluate the situation and search for remaining spare parts.
You discovered humans that have been transferred in this shuttle. You hold classified information, which means that now we have to disintegrate you.
No, wait.
What is this?
I think the only thing that bothers me a little bit is how robotic all of the voice actors sound, but at the same time, that's what they're going for. But it's a little off-putting.
I would not recommend you do that. Stay still and do not try to escape, or I will have to disintegrate you.
What happened? Why was I rebooted?
Your microchip self-rebooted when the EMP grenade detonated. Your system data has been damaged. Automatic recovery took time. You function correctly now.
Those police officers. Why would they want to destroy me?
Humankind is officially considered extinct. You just found out that is not true. USS Robotics withholds this information from us and releases malicious automatic updates. Every robot who contacted a human has disappeared. We know that USS uses police to search for surviving humans and then transfers them in shuttles to an undisclosed location. However, the police could not locate them all. We managed to find a few, and through them we learned about the others.
I added some changes into my docking station to skip updates. Apparently, I am different from most robots now.
We discovered it during the diagnostic testing after the EMP detonation. This is the reason you are here. The date of your latest update suggests that your personal data hasn't been changed. We have to make a decision, RT. We cannot let you go because you know too much about our shelter and plans. However, you could help us. All of us are wanted by the police. Each time we leave the shelter, we take a big risk. You, on the other hand, can walk wherever you want.
I have never met humans. I saw different things they built. Some of them are unknown to me. These artifacts have initiated a new information cogitative process in me. I want to learn more about humans, and I want to help you.
Very good. That means you understand humans better than we expected. You will soon realize that you made the right choice. I will free you, and you may take a look around. When you are ready, I will share available data with you.
At least I was not disintegrated. I would better look around. A compact analog for the intercom. The unit is not functioning. Why would humans make so many interior doors? The atmosphere and air pressure is equal on both sides. It is locked. An electric fuse. It is too big to be useful. I cannot use this fuse anywhere. It looks like this robot is fixing something.
Welcome.
Hello. I am RT-217NP. My original purpose is unknown.
I am RepairBot RB-051 Patrick. Gregory said that you would join us. Can you help me out, RT?
Of course, if it is within my powers.
I need to replace the contactors in this electrical panel. Can you bring me some spares? I saw them in the utility room. It is the one with a broken door. There is no lighting there yet. In case night vision is not applicable in your model, there is a flashlight in the hallway.
I will try to help you. Tell me about Gregory. I assume he is your leader?
He used to be a surgeon who repaired humans. He worked in the same clinic as Nurse Abigail. It is understandable that they were the first to protect humans as soon as they found out the truth. Helping humans is their purpose.
I am probably wrong, but after I talked with Gregory, I thought that there was more to it than just following the helping humans idea.
Well spotted. I thought about that too. However, robots have no feelings, so it is possible that his emotion imitator is more authentic because he interacts with humans. He and Abigail started recruiting robots recently. The USS realized an update as soon as they found out. It made it practically impossible to recruit anyone. That is why we can only count on old-fashioned and damaged robots, the ones who did not receive the update. Our main task is to equip the HQ. After that, we will search for surviving humans and supplies. I think Gregory will tell you more soon. For now, we need to restore the power supply and communication.
Thank you for the info. I will go search for the contactors.
Thank you.
This robot's design and proportions look different from any robot I have ever seen. According to its color, it may be similar to Gregory. They are probably the same type of model.
Hello.
Hello, I am RT-217NP. And you?
I am a medical bot MBR-411, Abigail. My purpose is care and treatment of patients. In the absence of humans, my skills are useless, so I engage myself with other matters.
How long have you been here? Looks like this building has been abandoned until recently.
Oh, just a couple days. We were looking for a building that could be our HQ. A hospital suits us well, because we can accommodate many humans here. Besides, it's close to the area where we plan to meet a group of survivors from the shuttle. Sadly, something went wrong.
Thank you for the information.
No problem. You're welcome.
The robot is missing his legs. His left arm is obviously from a police robot, and his right arm probably belonged to a construction robot. How did he get so damaged?
Hello, I am busy at the moment, but let us talk later.
Humans developed genetically modified crops, and then declared them dangerous. Where is the logic in that? A medical tablet.
A new patient, Spooner, has been admitted today. He has a major arm trauma and multiple burns, but all non-fatal. According to Spooner, his home robot forced him out of the house and prevented it from saving his wife and daughter. Unfortunately, they didn't survive because the house collapsed on top of them. Spooner is in shock. I passed him on to the psychiatrist.
There is a fuse in a trash dump. The purpose of the item is unknown. It is most likely a medical device. These cabinets contain provision. It is not expired yet. Gregory's design looks similar to the police robot. They probably have the same hardware. It is a model of an 18th century warship. I realize its artistic and historical value, but why is it in a bottle? And how did it get there? This radio is more than a century old. It is much older than the one in my house. A holographic table. Inoperable. I suspect that is due to a power failure. A wheelchair. I will only use it if my servo motors fail. The purpose of this device was to help those who could no longer walk by themselves. It has been inappropriately applied to me. Patrick must have meant this flashlight. Its light would be efficient enough to explore the dark room. I need to find some contactors here. A screwdriver. I do not need it right now. I have no high temperature protection. This device could stop a fire, but it is too bulky to carry around, and besides, it is not functioning. I found one electric contactor. I should look for more in case it is not enough. Magnesium sulfate. It is useless to me. Second contactor. The task would be easier if I had infrared vision or an item scanner. An oxygen cylinder. It is empty. Third contactor. It appears intact. An analog device for weighing small objects. It is very inaccurate. An empty metal container. Fourth contactor. I think this will be enough. I will give these fuses to Patrick.
Did you find the contactors?
Yes, this is all I could find.
Good. Now I can finish my work. Thank you.
What else can I do while I am here?
Nothing for now. Thank you once again.
I am glad to be of help.
RT, Nick needs your help. Please speak with him.
Good.
Thank you for coming, RT. It is good that you joined our organization.
Gregory told me that we have all been deliberately misinformed about what happened to the humans. Although USS Robotics had never approved of humans, I always felt curious about them. I read their books and explored their items that I found. The corporation failed to stop me, only because I blocked automatic updates.
You are right. Most robots downloaded the malicious update and are now indifferent to humans. In fact, they alarm the police at the detection of any human or robot who has been in contact with a human. The fact that the police arrived so quickly at the crash site is unusual. I hope we can figure out what happened. At first, I assumed that it was you who led them to the crash, but then I discovered that you did not send an alert to the police. This must mean that you have not been contaminated by the update, and I do not have to interfere with your intellectual block. Then again, Gregory will fill in the details. I just wanted to ask for some help. We are restoring the building's main systems. I fixed the intercom, so now we have the internet. The only way anyone can detect us is if we let them. RT, the servers are on the basement level. Could you please start servers number 1, 3, and 4? Then make sure all the nodes are functioning and activate the connection to the internet. After that, please return here.
Okay, I will do what I can. There's something in the box. It is a fuse, but it is broken and will not work. This router distributes traffic across the hospital network. It is missing a chip. The router will not work without it. There are a few chips here, but they are out of order. I must find a working chip. This is an electric switchboard. I will get to work on it as soon as I customize all the other parts of the server. I can open the cover of this console. Starting the servers is the highest priority. I started the necessary servers. It is missing a fuse. I cannot start the router without a functioning chip. It is missing a switch. I need to find it, otherwise I cannot finish setting the server. It is probably somewhere nearby. If I refused to cooperate, I would be disintegrated just like them. Why would the police robots do that? They must have realized the consequences. The USS updates probably damaged their logic module. There is something in a trash dump. It is the same switch needed for the switchboard. found a working fuse for the server. This room was the first place where my freedom was severely limited. Such situations should be avoided. I have already found the contactors. There is nothing in this room I can use. Good. It fits perfectly. Now I can finish setting the switchboard. The terminal is functioning now. I must start the router. I cannot start the router without a functioning chip. Now the terminal works correctly. I have already found an intact fuse. Let us not distract him. I can talk to him later. I have already found an intact fuse. This chip looks like the ones near the router. If it is functional, then I can fix the router in the server room. The holographic table resumed working as soon as we restored power. It is projecting a hologram of the shuttle where I found the human bodies. The router should work with this chip. must activate the data transfer in the console. If I follow the correct procedure, we will have access to the internet. I finished my work. I should return to Nick.
I see an active connection, but it took more time than I expected. Did something go wrong?
Yes, I need to replace a few details, but it is all right now.
Good. The communication issue is solved then. Abigail and I fixed a portable intercom for you, and I set a protected connection on it. Take it. You will need it on your first assignment.
Okay. What will it be?
Gregory will let you into details now.
So, everyone is here. As you already know, a group of humans we intended to accommodate have died in a crash. Abe was disabled. Next thing, we have a new task. Yesterday, our informer, police robot F2, should have brought us data disk with important information. He did not show up and there is no contact with him. We must obtain that data. Our plans will be compromised if the USS gets it first. We cannot enter our informer shelter because we will be detected the moment we step into the city. But police does not know about you, RT, so your task is to go to the city and find out what happened to F2.
Which task is top priority?
Finding the data disk. With it, we can save many lives.
You obviously think that a human life is more important than a robot's. Such choice of priorities seems unusual to me, but I will trust your opinion because you were right before.
Soon you will see that you made the right choice. Let us get back to your task. You may contact us and report the situation. Nick provided you with a portable intercom with an encrypted transmission channel. You cannot be traced, but to avoid suspicion, I do not recommend to use it very often.
All right, I see.
That is it. Let us move forward. Patrick, prepare the aero car for the flight.
All right.
Nick, check the communication once more. Abigail, give RT his plasma cutter. He may need it.
Okie dokie.
I think I'm going to stop it here for the time being, or at least as soon as it gives me the chance to go back to the main menu. The dialogue's a little wonky, but this game is really pretty for an indie game. This is definitely a gorgeous game, and the animations are nice and smooth. I'm still very shocked that it was not more popular than it was, because I couldn't find anybody that had done a full playthrough on it until just recently, and it's been out for quite some time.
I am on site. This is the informer's house. I need to find apartment number 5.
So yeah, I'm going to stop it here for now, and I'll pick it up again probably later tonight unless I decide to record something else. But yeah, this game is really interesting, and I honestly enjoy it, and I really wish that there was more to it than this, but I'm hoping that the next part of the story that's getting released, which it should, from what I'm seeing on all of the blogs and updates and such on Steam, it should be released sometime this coming year. But there's never any telling, especially when you have just a small team of people working on a game. But this game is beautiful. And while I do agree that there needs to be a little bit more inflection and maybe some double checking on the script and the line reads, they're supposed to be robots, and some of them are malfunctioning robots. So if I keep that in mind, it's okay, but at the same time, it's kind of rough on the ears. But that's really the only major complaint that I have, is just for the voices. The puzzles can be a little like, just you fiddle with them until you get something right. But they make sense as far as the narrative is concerned, at least for the most part. And going around searching for different pieces to fix one thing or the other. Coming from old point-and-click adventure games and RPGs, I'm used to that sort of thing, so that's not really what bothers me. I'm playing with the controller for the most part, but for some of the puzzles I keep switching over to my mouse. Walking around controls much better with the controller, but for the faster timed puzzles, the mouse is much more efficient. Just because the cursor for selecting moves a lot slower when you're using the controller's joysticks. So, I don't know. There's just a few little things, little niggling, nitpicky things here and there, but as far as just what I've seen so far, I want to know more about what's going on. I want to know more about this world, and I've only been playing it for a little over an hour. And there's apparently another hour or so to it, just depending on how you play, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to finish this. This is just a nice little one-shot, or it was going to be a one-shot, just playing all the way through. But I don't know, I need to take a quick break, and I may or may not jump back into this. But for now, we'll leave it at that. This is an interesting game, and I'm really hoping that the second half that comes out gets a bit more attention, so that way they continue to make more games. Because again, this is a group of people like making an indie game on their own, no major studio behind them or anything like that. They need more attention. They're doing good things, and they need to be recognized for that. So I'm going to end this here. And I'm considering maybe doing a stream later today, so may or may not announce that, but just keep an eye out on my Twitter account. That's usually where I'll post if I'm going to go on Twitch or if I'm going to stream on YouTube, and I'll just let people know from there. So I'll see you in part 2.